Alabama Wrestling Forum fans? It's Jackson with another Matt Talks with Pablo. On here with special guest Michael Land, Reinhardt University wrestler. How are you doing today, Michael?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on your show, man.
Well, of course, and occasion, actually, we are going to talk about something really interesting. What are we going to talk about, Michael?
Today, we're going to talk about Vestavia and Thompson's lightweight lineups for next year.
And look at that. That's going to be some real interesting stuff.
Yes, it is. They're returning out of the 6. Both teams return 5. They're losing 1. So it's going to be interesting to see how they replace. You had a theory for how you think they're going to do it, don't you?
Yeah, Thompson, I think, they graduated Wilson Kennedy, who was the 3rd place finisher. Big problem for a lot of guys, but he's graduating. So I'm pretty sure they're going to bump up just about everybody. Now, Thompson's got some options at 106 with Talon Thompson, who was a Metro champ, a little smaller, around 77. And they have Xander Aldridge, who I would say would be my pick to be their 106. He's been around the program for years now. But, it's everybody's guess. Obviously, Talon had an undefeated season at 22-0. But I don't know. I feel like Xander's got it going for him. What were you talking about? You were talking to me more specifically about Vestavia. Ironclad's got some big guys coming in from there.
Yeah. Kel Tucker's kind of everywhere. I wouldn't count him as an Ironclad guy, but they definitely have a middle schooler coming up in Stone Phillips, who I think is going to start getting eyes on him. He just went to Kids Nationals. He double All-American, taking 3rd in Greco, 7th in freestyle. So, he's definitely getting up there. So I see something in the case of them two filling out 106 and 113, however they decide to settle that. And I hate to say it, but I think we're going to see someone 106 through 120, one of them sitting out next year. And they're going to fill that other spot.
Now, just to make it understand how big being a AA at Kids National is, you see that man on that list named Clay Johnston. He placed 8th at Kids Nationals in Greco, and he placed 4th last year as a sophomore. So you could just tell what that shows off to a lot of kids.
Yeah. Dude, Clay is definitely a hammer.
I've been impressed with a lot of those guys. Now, I could tell
look
you
at lightweights too. You got both of the Vines brothers coming back next year. That's always nice to have on your team. And you got Dempsey and Gear coming back, who were both runner-ups.
Corey Jones, who placed 4th this year, is definitely coming back to win it his senior year. He'll have a couple people in his way, maybe Devin Stone, maybe a couple other guys. But, at Vestavia, if I were going to have to take a guess, that's going to have to be between Hastings and Carson Ferris. Zach Fleury, returning state champ, and Mac Chandler. Those are 2 very solid guys. I know they're working around the clock. So I don't know. I think those guys are going to have to hit the ground running if they're going to take out, returning finalist Kel Tucker or Stone Phillips.
For sure. I think it'll definitely be interesting to see throughout the season where they plug in and how they change their lineups. Because I think these 6 weights are going to be what ends up winning the title for some of them. I think it's pivotal because if you look at the placement of these weights that each kid is placing, they're almost similar. If a Vestavia kid's placing 4th, a Thompson kid's placing 2nd or 1st, or vice versa. If a Vestavia kid's placing 1st, you got a Thompson kid placing 2nd or 3rd.
Definitely. So, you mentioned the Vine brother, and that's actually going to be the next topic of discussion, is that Yanni Vines just earlier this week, Matt Scouts with Rofkin and Willie Saylor just announced that Yanni Vines will commit to Columbia. Now, I talked to his mother a little bit about it, and she was extremely excited to see that. Well, so funny story. I'm at the crawfish boil, and she's like, "Oh, it was really weird. We thought that we just got those colleges will send out just like mail to attract kids. They thought they were just getting mail from a Division I college." And I was like, that's not how that works. They don't just send out mail from Division I colleges.
Dude, it's awesome. I think that just shows the type of kid Yanni is too, to go to an Ivy League school. You got to be talented to do that. Not even just on the mats, but in the classroom as well. And I think that's awesome. That shows the type of kid he is, and I'm excited for him and to see where he's going.
Now, Michael, before we started this recording, you were telling me about another famous Alabama wrestler who also went to Columbia.
Yes, Robert Dyer went to Columbia. I'm not exactly sure the years that he did, but he attended there. And he was a Super 32 finalist, I believe.
Super 32 finalist. I think he's the only person from Alabama to compete at the Pittsburgh Wrestling Classic. It's called now, Dapper Dan.
Okay.
And not many from the Southeast. I know we had Jackson Smith from Georgia, and a couple years ago we had the heavyweight from Bremen. Oh, I can't think of his name now. He goes to Army, but I think that Coach Zach Finelli, big name, coached a lot of really good Division I colleges. I think he did a pretty good pickup with picking up Yanni Vines.
Yeah, I definitely think we'll see Yanni here in the mix in the next couple years when he gets up there, for sure, competing for that starting spot. I'm pretty sure I saw also Columbia got a couple more recruits too, so he's coming in with a decent class. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do up there.
I'm really interested to see what they're going to be. So the next big thing we're going to talk about, I released today after I got a message from Miss Anaya Cornet that Pinson Valley. Can you see Pinson Valley right now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So Pinson Valley is on the hunt for a coach. So if you guys are an assistant coach, so if you guys know anybody, please shout out. Now, Michael, you were telling me that another school was looking out for another coach.
Yes, Moody High School also still does not have a head coach. My little brother goes there, so I might sound a little biased, but I think they deserve a decent coach. I mean, you got one of the best kids in the state, and then you got Ryan Summerlin there also, who's also one of the best kids in the state. And they have a good little program going. They just can't pick up traction.
But it's definitely going to be a big. Hopefully they'll get another coach. They've had a great array of coaches coming from there, as in JT Gosnell and Matt Elkins was there for a season along with Marcus. Dang. And eventually to Coach Jeffcoat.
Yeah, they've had some good coaches come and go throughout there. I wish they'd find one that would stay. It's hard. It leaves people in positions where they don't know what to do. You got kids that are going in. There's multiple kids that are going into their senior year and just want to be able to compete. So it'll be interesting
for their girls program. A lot of girls programs are emerging around the state. Anaya Cornet was the
huge for us
champ at 220. So, well, sorry, what were you saying, Michael?
The growth of women's wrestling is huge for our state. I think that definitely puts us in the right direction.
Definitely. I mean, I'm super impressed with how much we've done in the last year. And I know that a couple of those girls kind of enjoyed my girls review. I didn't get a lot of comments on it, so I don't know. If you do, please comment, because I don't know if you guys actually enjoy some of the stuff I put out. But now I'm gonna have a comment section on my stuff. And the last big thing we're gonna talk about is the co-ed high school recruiting college. Wow. Okay. It's the wrestling combine that's coming to Huntsville, Alabama. I was talking with it's Ticket to Greatness is the name of the people who are putting it on. They're working hand in hand with Coach JP Prince from ATA and Coach Eric Shankles from A. Jemison. Now, if there's anybody who knows a little bit about recruitment, it's definitely going to be Shankles. Coach Shankles has definitely been around the ring. He wrestled over at Edinburgh. He did that for 4 years, and now he's back, and he's willing to do everything and anything he can to get those kids back. Now, as I'm looking at my phone, I can kind of give you a little bit of some of the colleges that are coming. Ventura County Community College, Lourdes University, York College, University of Ozarks, Oklahoma Wesleyan University, Coker University, Southern Virginia University, Davis and Elkins College, Iowa Valley Community College, University of Chicago, and Cornell College. And I think the list is only growing from now.
Yeah, that gives wrestlers in Alabama a huge opportunity, and I believe if they hear about it, they need to take it and go get exposed in front of coaches.
Don't you wish that they had something like this when you were wrestling in high school?
Yes, I do. It would have made it a lot simpler. I think that's a big thing too with wrestling in Alabama is kids aren't getting the type of exposure that they need sometimes. Some kids that just, wrestle in season with their school, they think they can just do that, but they don't realize they got to go get exposed and get seen by other like coaches and just competition.
I know that Michael, obviously he wrestles at Reinhardt, definitely knows what it's a big jump from, winning a state title in winning 2 state titles in his case in Alabama to wrestling in college.
Yeah, it's a big leap for sure. You get in there and everybody you grab, they're a state champ too, if not multiple times state champ. And you just got to want it at that point. There's no easy days in the college room. I'm sure you know that as well.
Oh
It's,
yeah. Some days you're just like, and I mean, you're in Reinhardt's room, which 2 years ago they were they placed third. I don't
yeah.
know. I didn't follow the tournament too much this year. What you got? Do you guys place pretty high this year?
We placed sixth. So
And how long has the program been around for? Like 6 years?
yeah, 5 or 6 years. So we're getting there. We're growing. We're coming for number one soon. We got Grandview, of course, and we got Life University.
I think it'll be pretty crazy. I mean, Life University and Grandview, those are 2 schools. I mean, I would not have picked Life to win the national championship this year.
It was a crazy tournament. Ben Provider going to Grandview blows my mind.
That is going to be pretty crazy. Hey everybody, I'm showing you a new website at BamaWrestle.com. We post stuff all the time. First, you're going to get to our landing page. You're going to see our logo, hashtag BamaWrestle. Please use that in any wrestling post you guys have. You guys are going to see our Instagram where we post stuff daily. You're going to see our About Us, the blog where we post all of our articles, the weekly video schedule, our newest videos, our social. So please feel free to contact us